Hey guys, it's me K.N.G.T here. So today we are going to be talking about the Hyundai Alcazar. So the Hyundai Alcazar, what is it? One look at the Hyundai Alcazar and there's no denying its roots. It's a three-row SUV derived from the brand's bestseller, the Creta, and that's easy to see in its similar face and overall design. Hyundai, however, says it shouldn't be viewed as merely a Creta Plus, as it has done a lot to differentiate from its 5-seat counterpart, and they're right. The Alcazar is a full 200 mm longer and 40 mm taller, has 10 mm more ground clearance, and critically, a 150 mm longer wheelbase. It also gets a larger 2-liter petrol engine and some impressive additions to the already lengthy equipment list. With all this and the option of 6 or 7 seats, could the Alcazar be worth to go far? So let's talk about the exterior design. The Alcazar does appear similar to the Creta at the front, but there are some changes. The grille is bolder, finished in dark brushed metal with horizontal blocks instead of slats, and it extends subtly to join the headlamps. Lower down, you'll find larger chrome encased fog lamps with LED illumination and a different scuff plate. Handsome 18-inch alloy wheels, again a size up, help with the SUV stance, and do a set of metallic running boards under the doors. Honestly, if you like the Hyundai design language, you will love the Creta. Oh, I mean the Alcazar. Aft of the B pillar is where it's all new. The roof is taller to accommodate the heads of two of your newest passengers, and though this erodes the Creta's spot-on SUV proportions slightly, the profile is not as van-like as some others. There's still a thick character line on the rear horns that leads to the new tail lamps. These are not as polarizing as the Cretas, but then they're not particularly interesting either. They're joined by a chrome strip embossed with the word Alcazar, and here too, the bumper and the scuff plate are slightly different. Interestingly, petrol variants have a bold 2.0 badge on the tailgate, while diesel variants have none. More on this later. Here is where the magic has really happened. The front of the cabin is quite similar to the Cretas, with some notable changes. There's a tan color for the upholstery and the dashboard, and here it does a better job of disguising the fact that there's no soft material like you would find on, say, a Kia Seltos dash. The gear lever and steering wheel have a perforated effect, and there's a bit more brushed silver trim on the steering wheel and door cards, as well as a gloss black central console to uplift the cabin ambience. Fit and finish are good, but despite all the colors and embellishments, it's not quite in the league of the bigger Tucson. The Alcazar may be the smallest car in the class, but it has the longest wheelbase, allowing for greater usable interior space, and Hyundai has turned out a really well packaged SUV. Yes, you will have to find a legroom compromise between the third and sliding second row, but unless all your passengers at all, this balance can be achieved. Let's just say it's an occasional 6 or 7 seater, not a regular use one. Space in the last row is not as vast as in the Tata Safari, but it's not a punishment post for naughty kids either. You don't have to curl up into a fetal position to sit here. And headroom too is more than sufficient. You get USB ports, cup holders, as well as AC vents with their own blower control. Access is also relatively easy, considering the climb into the car is not too high, aided by the running board step, and then by a one-touch flip fold for the middle row on both sides, irrespective of the bench or captain seats. Hyundai Alcazar is all set to redefine premiumness, comfort, and versatility for an unrivaled travel experience with a host of first in segment features. Uh, 26.3 cm multi-display digital cluster, Bose premium sound system, auto healthy air purifier with AQI display, front row seat back table with retractable cup holder and IT device holder, front row sliding sun visor, side footstep, rear window sunshade. In addition to these, you get the full digital instrument cluster. The Creta's is only part digital. 64 color ambient lighting, puddle lamps that project the Hyundai logo, larger 18-inch alloy wheels, a second wireless charger for the middle row, and a 360 surround camera array. In fact, the equipment list is likely to be a big draw for customers as it is far ahead of any rivals offer. As mentioned before, there is a new 2-liter naturally aspirated petrol engine on offer. A newer version of the one in the Tucson that makes 159 horsepower and 191 newton meters of torque. Incidentally, the Creta's 1.4 turbo petrol engine makes 9 horsepower less and 51 newton meters more. But that is not on offer here, shared with the Creta. However, is the 115 horsepower, 250 newton meters diesel engine. But Hyundai says the gear ratios and the state of tune have been altered for better low down responses. But how does it come together on the road? These are the specs of the Hyundai Alcazar.